Welcome to our level one video. I'm making this because I'm assuming that you have just started a job with Clean Curbs. You're going to be on the truck, and I want you to know some things about this company that is going to help you be successful here. My name is Phil, and I was the first guy on the first truck. That's my claim to fame, and I'm very, very proud of that. I'm proud of having done this work because it's really hard work, and the product we put out there is awesome. So if you're going to consider this, my guess is someday you'll be proud you did it too. First thing I want you to know is about the culture of this company, which I hope is a reflection of my culture, my values. And I want you to buy into this, or maybe consider that maybe this isn't for you, but tell you about what we think is important here. I have a belief that everybody along the chain here has to be better off for us doing these projects, or it's not worth it. If the customer doesn't get a really awesome curb at a really fair price, then it's not worth it. If the employee doesn't get a really decent pay and respect and dignity, then it's not worth it. And if the owners don't make a profit, then it's not worth it. So all three of these things have to line up and be taken into account. On every project, all those three things don't happen. Sometimes the customer gets a curb and we don't make any money. But over the course of a week or a month, my theory is that I want everybody to be better off for having done this. I want my employees, the people that work here, to say this is the best job they ever had. Maybe the hardest job they ever had, but I want them to be paid really well. For most people, it's the best they've ever been paid in their life. And I want them to be proud to be part of a team. I was in the military, and my ultimate model for a team is the Navy SEALs. I want to make sure that you guys have the very best equipment, the very best training, and an opportunity to earn your pay and make some bonuses along the way. With that, I think anytime that I tolerate bullshit from one person, it adversely affects the team. If somebody comes to work late and there's three guys sitting on the truck waiting for that person to come, I'm going to do something to fix that, because that won't last. And it's not that I really care. What happens is the other people on your team care. And I'm very concerned about the morale of our team. So everybody pulls their weight. The indications that that's not happening is when I pull up on a job site or a customer calls me and says, there's some guy out in my front yard sitting on a bucket on his phone. And I have gotten that call. So if you're on your phone, if you're sitting on a bucket, and your buddies are working, that's a really bad character issue to me. I think it's a really bad sign when one man is comfortable sitting on a bucket watching somebody else on his team do the work. So don't be that guy. So as I said, I get you guys the best equipment, and I don't want it to be broken down. I don't want it to be in bad repair. So I want you guys to take care of it, clean it. But also let me know as soon as there's a problem. We do not work around. When I see somebody using a butter knife instead of a flathead screwdriver, I think that's bad character. I think whatever's broken, we want to fix it and get right back to the way that we were working. Another really great sign that my team is hot is that when they leave a job site, it is immaculate. There's no water bottles in the shrubs. I don't get calls about somebody peeing in a shrub on the side of the house. There's not sand out in the street where the tarp was. They didn't dump leftover cement in the woods. I really think that you guys, if you have pride and self-respect when you leave a house, it's immaculate. So you start out by showing your team respect. You get there on time. You wear decent clothes. I'm not talking about a suit and tie, but I'm also talking about not smelling like you wore that shirt for 3 days in a row. You get there on time. You are dressed okay. You jump off that truck and you go right to it. We know the hard stuff that nobody wants to do. Nobody wants to move the bags of cement. Nobody wants to pick up the slag. So when I show up on a job site and I see guys doing that, I know those are the winners on that crew, the guys that weren't running away from the jobs they don't like to do, but instead the guys that were seizing them. So let's stick tight. If you stay with me, you're going to have some steps. They're going to be rewarded along the bottom part of being on a crew here. If you get invited to run a trowel or a machine, then you know that you've been selected to be the best of the best. That should be your goal at this point, is to get 2 or 3 raises, and someday have the crew leader put that trowel in your hands, and you'll know that you're making it up the ladder. So again, if you having a hard time with this, hit me up, man. I'm interested in your success. That's a big part of why we started this business, was to help people build careers and start businesses. You will not be on that truck shoveling concrete into a sting for 2 years. It never happens. Either you're going to be really successful and move up, and we're going to find something better for you to do, or you're going to find out that this isn't for you. But this isn't a parking spot. This is a chance for you to really show your stuff and move up the ladder.